Hello, chat. Hi. Long time no see. So this is Peaks of Yore, a game about climbing. I know literally nothing else about it, but I woke up early today, and I wanted to play a cool game, and this met all of the criteria of a cool game. Let's do colors. The Great Gales, 1887. A lonely cabin with a view. It is 12:55. I woke up, obviously, a little bit earlier than that. I've had a very busy week, which means I haven't been streaming, and honestly, it's felt so great. I've started playing Wordle again, dude. I've picked up Pokedoku. Connections is next. I'm a 50-year-old woman. It's awesome. I have not once looked at my computer and thought, they need me to play Newgrounds Flash games. Not once. It's been great. But also, I've really missed streaming. The general difficulty grade of a Peaks route is easy, moderate, difficult, very difficult, severe, very severe, extreme, abominable, you fucking idiot, unconquered. Technical grade denotes the abundance of obstacles and their difficulty on a Peaks route. I see. So, Greenhorn's Top, a mountaineer's first peak, perfect for honing basic rock climbing skills.
Oi, lad, up here.
Oh my god, there's people in this game.
One of them peak bagging types, eh? I see you've dressed the part, but are you sure you can climb with these scrawny mitts of yours? Well, the route starts over there to your left. Let's see what you've got.
Okay. And then I can swing. Oh, it's Quap. Okay. Alright. Actually, no, this isn't... It's not Quap. It's more so like all of those climbing Flash games. Or... maybe that's just what climbing is like. Who's to say? Fuck. But there's like a type of game that was all over Cool Math Game where it's like you're a little you're a little juicy sticky guy. You have to left and right click your way around town. Okay. And then can I get momentum? Ah, I'm dumb. Fuck.
Oi, lad, you need a hand?
No.
Quit flailing round like a bloody pendulum and grab my hand.
Okay. Precise movements. I really wanted to play this game in VR originally, but unsurprisingly, no one's ported it yet, because probably it would make you throw up immediately. But this is like exactly the sort of thing that I really love about VR games. Like having to make really precise movements with your hands is always really fun. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just get momentum. To summit, grab a ledge with both hands and hold jump. Ah!
Not a pretty sight flailing round like that, but I suppose congratulations is in order.
Oh my god, I am wearing a tweed
ahead
suit.
and
What the fuck
swing
is
your
wrong
sword.
with me?
If you ain't quitting already, I'm sure we'll meet again.
Stay on peak menu. What's menu?
Good day to you, sir. I am here representing the official Ascension Society. Since you have begun lodging here, I assume your intentions are to conquer the peak-bagging challenge of the Great Gales. Noble endeavour indeed, I must say. You should know, though, even the greatest mountaineers lose their wit trying the same. In any case, I wish you luck. We will be watching.
Okay. Can I go to bed? Do I get smaller when I look at my bed? Yeah, what the hell? I like I get slightly more diminutive. Does this happen for all the other furniture? No. Okay. Easy. Alright, so this is, I think... Is this the biggest mountain? Wait, do I have to worry about wind? Okay. Oh, I have to, do I have to jump all of these? Wait, okay. I was prepared to like get halfway up and then drop and die, but I don't even think I can get up the first slope. Like literally the first rock I can't get up because I don't, hold up, fuck, I can get momentum. Okay. Swing, 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 up. No, no, nah, it's not working. I think there is gear that you get by doing different levels, so I assume it would be almost impossible to do it right now, but I'll unlock stuff that makes it easier. I would love that little pickaxe if I didn't just like, I would love to actually use that at some point. Well, no, it's not an anchor per se. It's just it's lead shoes and concrete shoes and a death wish. Okay. You know, I would love to be using the little pickaxe right now. Wasn't there a pickaxe climbing game that came out also came out last year? I think Dem talks about it in his new video, but I have not watched it yet because I have been very busy. Okay, there we go. Lauren's Lure, I believe? Okay. Slow, slow, slow. Fuck. Okay, okay, okay. I can just go straight up. I don't need to do any swings. White knuckle. Ah! I've actually done climbing in real life before, not like hikes or like actual mountain climbing, obviously, but I've done climbing walls before, and they're so fucking hard.
Oh, good morning. Blimey, you must be here to do the peat bagging challenge, eh? They say it's the toughest challenge a climber can do. I love to climb myself, though my pa ain't much for me doing so. Anyhow,
Is this a police
I've got
child?
a big parcel for you. Older fella sent me to deliver it to you, in regards to your first ascents. Good day to you.
Oh, that's a woman, just a very small woman. No, that's a child. Oh, I got a little record player. Oh, huh? You know, I remember trying to climb when I was like 15, and not even that I didn't have upper body strength, which I didn't and still don't, but I literally didn't have a fully developed body. And like, I guess technically I was lighter, so I should have been able to do it. But it just wasn't happening. I remember getting halfway up the wall and starting to cry, and then having to have one of the older counselors kind of climb up next to me and kind of guide me down. Lina says, when I was a kid, I wanted to wear weighted lead shoes because I thought it'd be cool to walk into a pool or the ocean and stand at the bottom. And then my mom was like, what about needing to breathe? And I was like, oh, I didn't think about that.
Good morrow.
You should have thought about that, Linus. That would have been really dangerous.
Here and there and old Bessie.
Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Shit, shit, shit.
Good
Oh!
Name's Walt. Good morrow. Name's Walter. I do a bit of maintenance here and there on old Bessie. Lots of peak baggers liking to train their grips on them old wings. Oh, I see. You're here for the stamp, eh? Well, while you're at it, see that hat up there in that tree? Someone must have lost it while climbing
Oh,
the
I see
mill.
that.
Feel free to grab it off the tree if you can reach it.
I actually had a nightmare last night that I was being killed by the mob. It was like a... I think I had seen a screenshot of the new Mafia game. But I obviously have not watched the trailer and probably will not watch the trailer. But it still made its way into my dreams. I was like this like 1950s like a flapper type woman. I was me, but I was also that. And I visited like this mob guy's house, I think to have sex with him. Or maybe like interrogate him. And then he shot me in the head. It was like really fucked up. I remember like going in third person and like watching myself bleed out. And then he went on this like huge chase and killed everyone else in the house. And it was like really, really graphic. It was a fucked up thing to do. But when I died, I became a little ghost and I watched him. And I took a photo of my corpse. And then when I woke up from the dream, it's still in another dream, I texted all my friends like, oh my god, I just had a dream where I was murdered and it was really sad. And I looked so cute with my brains flowing out of my head. Do you want to see a photo? And everyone was like, May, how the fuck did you get that photo? That was a dream. How'd you take a photo? Did you recreate it? And I was like, no, I took a photo of the dream. I talked to my ghost self. And then when I woke up in real life, or what I think is real life, I was really sad I didn't have the photo. Because I kind of looked really cute in it. Like, I wish I could pull it up and show it on OBS right now. But I can't. I'll never be able to. Okay. I'm doing this in, I think, the worst possible way. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I doing it like this? BRV gonna draw May as a flapper girl. Someone said with a bullet in her head. I welcome deviant art tier, like rage art where I'm getting murdered and maimed. I think that's kind of awesome. The angrier you are at me in real life, the better. Okay. I want like MS Paint tier, like scribbles when you're mad at your teacher. Fucking asshole! Fucking asshole! Ah! If I just hold on and wait, I'll be okay. Well, okay. I can't describe the photo because it was a dream, there were like multiple photos that were the same photo. One was like the back side of my back, like covered in blood, and I think I was wearing like a white dress that was stained pink. And then another one was just me, you know, gored the fuck out. I don't know how to describe it. And like I could very vividly place myself back in the room where it happened. Hold up, I want to grab his goddamn hat like he asked me to. But I can't describe the room. You're a dick. You're a dick, Mr. Windmill. I think it's so interesting that, like, for dreams, you can't, or I've heard this, I've never actually looked into it, I believe it's true. You can't, like, dream someone's face you've never seen. You can just dream faces you've seen and combinations of faces you've already seen. And, like, obviously, because you can dream combinations, at that point, you can kind of make anyone. Because you've probably seen enough people in your life to make just about any other person. But the same is not true for spaces. Despite, I think, space is holding up, like, the same parts of our brains. Like, I can tell you the 3D maps of places I've been before, like homes, or just like places I visited once or twice. I could tell you them pretty confidently exactly how they're laid out. But that doesn't, like, I can dream places that cannot exist in real life and will never see in real life. Are you fucking kidding me? Does this guy really need this hat? But like, there are 3D models of spaces in my mind that I can tell you very confidently exactly how they're laid out, but I could not tell you confidently if they were a place I saw in real life or a place I saw in a dream. And I find that very, very interesting. When I was 9 years old, I had a dream where a very bad person did very bad things, had the face of parody music Bart Baker, and it was so fucking weird. Like, was this a bad person you knew in real life who was Bart Baker? Or was it like Bart Baker woke up and decided to be Hitler? Was this a new parody that you weren't let in on? Maybe this was a sequel to the Taylor Swift is Evil saga. Did I miss the hat? No. Ah!
You've got it, lad.
Thank
Those
God!
long arms do you well. Bit of a tip for you. If you find a peak particularly frustrating, you can always return to it later. The journal you've got there is laid out in order of difficulty. Mind you, all climbers are different. Best of luck to you.
Do you ever feel scared, confused, boxed in? He's kind of taking this like a champ. Am I petting him? I'm petting him. He's looking at me so gently. Who the hell is Bart Baker? He's China's biggest celebrity. No, he's like a fucking old YouTube parody guy who fell on hard times after he got shadow banned by YouTube, and then he moved to China and started making videos for Chinese social media. And I think he's still alive and happy. Wait, can I not touch his dick? Do you see how my arms are crisscrossing when I get down there? Like, I can touch wherever I want on his face. I can cast spells on him. But when I get down here... Oh, wait, never... No. Yeah. No, I can. I can. I think... Oh my god. I don't even think my hands are interacting with his body. I think my hands are interacting with the wood behind him. No, it's interacting with him. But... Okay, so his face is solid, but his legs aren't, I believe. This is how boys 2 hours into a sleepover act. I don't know if that's true, chatter. Okay. Let's get this fucking dub. You know, my character has long arms. Like, abnormally long arms. He commented on them earlier. He's like, oh, those long arms do you good. Yeah, they do move out like canned snakes. You know, they're sent out like a goddamn spell. Does it look like that when you stretch your arms in real life? No, because there's no wrist movement. That's the problem. Or no, there's no fucking elbow movement.
Well done. Hope to meet you again.
Our arms move like the girl in Pokemon Sword, not Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, who's wearing the big fuck off boots. So she has to move in like 90-degree intervals. It's just like tweening up, down, up, down, up, down.
Morning to you. I've got a parcel for you. Fella they call Porter sent me to deliver it. Said it was in honor of conquering your basic peaks.
Loot?
Well, cheerio.
He's holding it like a baby, because it might be a baby. Oh, fuck yes! This is my baby. A sturdy dynamic safety rope with limited length, best used before starting a difficult section in case one needs to explore the route. Also includes a safety harness. Oh, that was Shmoo. I thought this was like a like a special coal themed hat. Wait, okay. Allows the collection of rope anchors while being attached. I really didn't expect this game to have NPCs.
Well, I can't bloody reach it.
Are ye a Pierce or no? Grab it for crying out loud.
More Pierce than you. 10 minutes older, no less.
Oh,
Oh my god, are these the Blowjob brothers?
Oh, good day to ye. Come to think of it, lifting this big buffoon of a brother on no coffee isn't exactly my idea of a good day.
Ha! You here to bag the gully, lad? Well, good luck in your ascent. The roots here are full of bloody shrubbery and the stretches between the holds are longer. Best be sure before you let go of a hold. Oh, and if you fall down, at least make sure you look good doing it.
Okay. So how does this work? Options. Oh, is it E? QRT. Oh my god, there's a run button. Okay. How do I attach it? Do I not have a rope on me? No, I do. Am I stupid? What am I missing? R to use rope, Q to climb it, T to detach it. Okay. So let me climb up a little bit. Do I need to be past a certain height? Okay. Right, mount up. I thought that was a grab. Okay, so bump, 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 bump. No. Bam, bam, bam. Vault up. Okay, I think I got it. Smooth movement. Okay. Shit, okay. Okay. I have to get momentum. I can't just jump straight up. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. And now while I'm here, I would like to fucking get my rock. Okay. I'm trying to think, even if I had the upper body strength, I don't know if I'd physically be able to do this. I think my hands would be too sweaty. Like, I think even if I was the world's strongest climber, I don't know if my body would physically be able to do this. Okay. Awesome. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Am I getting cold? Shit! How do I use you, Mr. Fucking Rope? Do I need to equip the safety harness? What is this item? Piece of a scenic but torn photograph. It depicts an old fellow with a long beard. It's also double-sided, somehow. Okay, do I need the safety harness? I don't think the voice acting is Wallace and Gromit, chat. I think you just haven't heard British people before. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, yeah, where are the Blowjob Brothers? Did they die? Or maybe they already made it up the top of the mountain. Shit, okay. Alright, I can go straight up. No, I can't. I don't know why I thought that. There we go. I think it's really efficient how he pulls the shrubbery directly into its face so he's not able to see. It's a really a smart use of the mountain in front of him. Okay. Is there anything here? Oh, there's rocks. Big surprise. Okay. This seems incredibly dangerous. Why would I go on this path versus this path? Oh, because that's a hard jump. I see. Okay. It's risk now versus risk later. Okay. Oh, I'm high. I'm actually really high. Oh god. Okay. Wait, oh fuck, no, I totally have to take that path. Okay. Just kind of monkey about. Ah! This probably would have been a good place to use the rope. I've never seen 127 hours. Is it an inspiring story about how a guy didn't die while climbing? Or is it a sad story about how he totally died while climbing? Because I honestly think he kind of has it easier than me right now. Because if I die, I respawn and I have to climb up the mountain. If he died, it'd be over. He had to cut his arm off? Why? Did it get stuck? I know nothing about that man, so I'm gonna not cast judgment. Oh, there's a feather. The titular 127 hours is about how long he was stuck. I see. What was he doing? Was he just climbing for fun? Yes. And like, did he come prepared? Was it just bad luck? I'm not trying to figure out is he stupid. I'm just trying to figure out how preventable it was. Like, the entire evolution of humanity is making it harder and harder to die. I mean, other than guns, I guess. But, like, basically every step humanity takes as a species is to make it harder to die without wanting to die. Going rock climbing is flying in the face of everything humanity has ever done. We have houses and cars and airplanes so we don't have to climb rocks anymore. If you climb a mountain and a rock falls on your arm and you have to cut it off, that's not bad luck. That is simply luck. That is what happens when you climb rocks. We don't gotta do that anymore. Like, I don't want to be a dick. I'm sure that guy was traumatized for life, but like... Skill diff? I don't know. Yeah, same with fucking spelunkers. It's like, dude, I do whatever you gotta do to get your kicks, but if you ingested poop from your partner's butthole, that would probably be more safe than what you do on weekend trips. I think you need to find a less scary risk that you take in your daily life. Like, at a certain point, I feel like guys just want to die. Like, I'm sure there are beautiful, inspirational stories about climbing. Like, oh, I got really into rock climbing and it made me buff. And when I got so buff, I was able to pick up a car when it hit my toddler or something. But I feel like everyone else's story is I did it and I liked it, or I did it and a rock dropped on me and I died. Like, you don't actually have to die, is the thing. Like, you can do things in your daily life that don't require you to die.
Oh, sorry, laddie. Could have sworn I saw a bloody siren out there amongst the waves. Got my parcel, I see. A vital piece of equipment for any climber. I see you also put it on the right side of your belt, same as I used to. Well, feel free to practice your use of it on this old pile of rubble. Bricks are falling out anyway.
I think if you go cave diving or like mountain climbing or underwater cave diving, you have a flagrant disregard for your life. And you're probably a really hard person to love. Not because you're a bad person, just because it's hard to care about someone who you feel like could die at any moment. Scuba diving? I don't think it's as bad. But like, what if you're down there and you just stop being able to breathe? Like, what if it just stops? What if the oxygen just stops? Ziplining in a controlled, safe environment? Sure, man. That's probably okay. But if you're like I'm not outdoor ziplining. Outdoor ziplining is fine. I've gone ziplining before and had fun. I did have to sign a waiver though in case I died. And the zipline was being run by teenagers, so I probably could have died. But like, if you're like ziplining with like a rope, tree to tree, you probably deserve it. I'm not risk averse. I drive a car. I drove for 6 hours the other day at 5 in the morning. Do you know how many deers I saw? We stopped on the side of the road and took pictures with dead deers. I understood how dangerous that was. At any point, I could have gotten really sleepy behind the wheel and died. And me and all of my closest loved ones would have died. And it would have been really sad. But that's a risk I took for a good experience. That was something I did with friends that I'll remember for the rest of my life. If you're just rock climbing, do you have friends? Did James Franco have friends in the movie 127 Minutes? Or 27 Hours? I don't fucking know. Because if you're doing that shit alone, what's the point? Just like jerk off and get addicted to drugs. There's better ways to get your fucking kicks. And like, obviously, getting addicted to drugs is also bad. But there's no Narcan for falling off a cliff. Oh my god, I did it. I see. Okay. Can I grab onto this? Okay, yeah. You know, fucking, like, Mount Everest is expensive and scary and straight up not meant to be climbed. It is a beautiful human feat that some guys have done it. There should be like at max 50 people that have ever climbed Mount Everest. The fact that tourists can just fucking fly there and die on that mountain is crazy. You want to talk about white genocide? It's not birth rates. It's rich white people going to Mount Everest and thinking they can climb that shit. White devils have hubris and die. Ow! Okay, but what's the training regimen? If they make people do a shit ton of training before they climb Everest, like... Do they make them, like, learn how to pack their bags? Or do you, like, live in cold temperaments for months? Like... I don't think you can be a tech worker in Bellevue, Washington, and then fly to Nepal and be ready to climb a mountain in 2 months. I don't think you'd be ready to climb it in 2 years. Shit! Ah. Evil brick. Well, the bodies decompose incredibly slowly because it's like cold and there's no oxygen, right? I've done climbing walls before, and you know what? I had fun. It was hard, my body couldn't physically do it, and I did leave crying, but I still had fun. That was in a controlled environment with a harness. I still could have fallen and snapped my fucking neck, and it would be real sad. The operative word is could, though. That could have happened. Just like I could have a brain aneurysm right now and die. When you climb a mountain like that, the could is like shiny Pokemon and a ROM hack odds. You're probably just gonna fucking die. And do you think your loved ones are gonna be okay with that? If I loved you, I wouldn't. Shit. Oh, this shit's so powerful. Fuck. Okay. Can I, like, descend the rope? Oh, fuck, that takes it off? Okay. Okay, that was me just committing suicide. Detach rope. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Another thing about Mount Everest, the Rainbow Valley shit, where it's like, oh, there's a valley of all the colorful rainbow jackets where people died. Another thing that humanity has evolved to do is minimize the amount of dead bodies you see in your lifetime. Other than your relatives, you are not actually meant to see that many dead bodies. If you go to Mount Everest, you will see hopefully 10 times the amount of dead bodies than you were ever meant to see in your lifetime. That would fuck you up. People are just signing themselves to get fucked up. Like, I really hate that I'm being so defensive on this, but like, we were monkeys. We're not currently monkeys. We're not actually meant to climb shit. We're meant to limber. We're able to, like, mount stuff. We're not meant to climb shit. We would still be monkeys if we were meant to be climbing mountains. But no, man, we got thumbs and shit. We have cars. Evolution has led us a different path. And to climb a fucking mountain and risk your life is flying in the face of all of our ancestors. I'm getting creationist right now. The Bible doesn't believe monkeys exist. I'm getting fucking straight science pilled right now. If Charles Darwin was on call with me right now, he would be nodding his fucking head. What are my stance on boats? We evolved for them. We can now conquer the water. That's beautiful. We didn't evolve for cars. They suck and are kind of dangerous. Well, okay. Well, ignoring like the Ford F-150s and the Cybertrucks of the world. Cars were supposed to get less dangerous. Design trends and like culture wars caused them to get more dangerous. But overall, cars are dangerous, but they're less dangerous than walking when there's lions. Like, there will be eventually a safer solution to cars, like public transportation. Or like insane bullet trains, shit that would prevent lions from eating us. And the cold from getting us, and to allow us to get from place to place. Like, I'm not saying we're fully evolved creatures. We're always evolving. What I'm saying is that we weren't fucking meant to climb mountains! Like, okay. When fish started walking on land, there were surely some fish that when they got to land, their lives were worse. They got picked up by birds, they fell over, they tripped, they died. It was terrible. But that does not mean that fish learning to walk wasn't a good thing. That led to monkeys, that led to people. Not everything's a step forward. Some things are just side steps. Climbing mountains when we have cars and iPhone, that's a backward step. That's the opposite of evolution. You motherfuckers sound like Michael B. More Chill right now. There's never been a better time to be a loser. Remember that line from Be More Chill where he talks about how humanity stopped evolving so it makes nerds awesome? You guys sound like him. You sound like a fucking nerd who cries in the bathroom at parties. Me? I'm not that. I'm not going full conservative. I'm literally saying that we are a beautiful thing. Humanity is a beautiful thing that can only continue through beautiful connections that we make with each other. And forward progress. A world without capitalism is forward progress. Climbing fucking mountains is not forward progress. We ain't gotta do that shit anymore. Your ancestors died, so we don't gotta do that shit anymore. I'm not saying we should only be productive, but I don't think we should be actively killing ourselves. When you climb mountain, you're making it pretty easy to die. I'm not saying it's not your prerogative. If you want to die, go fucking die. But what I'm saying is that when you get to fucking heaven, hell, samsara, wherever the fuck you end up, all of your ancestors are gonna be like, dude, we paved roads so you didn't have to do that shit. And you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna say sorry. They're gonna go, oh, you had iPhone. You had supermarkets. You had running water. You had the best life possibly imaginable. And you threw it away because you wanted to climb rocks like a fucking idiot. That is my point. You ain't gotta do that shit anymore. Okay, but people will do it anyway, and that's their prerogative. If you want to go to Walmart right now and buy a gun and shoot yourself in the fucking head, I'm not fond of it. But I guess that's your prerogative, as long as guns are in supermarkets where you live, which if you live in America, they will be. I can say, I kind of wish that you weren't able to buy guns. But if it's legal, it's your prerogative, dude. I guess go shoot yourself in the head. Rock climbing is shooting yourself in the head. To pretend it's anything different is delusional. I'm reading YouTube chat. The point of rock climbing isn't to die, May. The point of getting addicted to heroin isn't to die, but it happens. The point of getting addicted to heroin is to have a good time on heroin. It's the same with rock climbing. When you rock climb, you think, oh, fuck, this is awesome. The adrenaline in my mind is going crazy. I love rock climbing. But you can die when you climb rocks. You're more likely to die when you climb rocks. Someone pull up the fucking statistics. Show me the statistics of people who are rock climbers, or sorry, mountain climbers specifically. Show me the death statistics of people who climb rocks and mountains who would not have died otherwise. That's a very hyper-specific statistic now that I think about it. But if you think about it, I'm right. Climbing Mount Everest is a 1.5% chance of dying, which is 3 times driving a car. You don't have a fucking 0.5 chance of dying every time you drive a car. And the benefits of driving a car, like getting places, is I'm not saying you should only do things that have no chance of dying. Nothing in this world has no chance of dying. Again, you could have a brain aneurysm at any time. Can you drive up mountains? No, but you can drive through mountains or around mountains. Don't fuck with mountains. The point of dating isn't to die, but some people die on dates. No. That's a false equivalency. When you go on a date, you are making not just yourself happy, but presumably another person happy. You are participating in one of the many wonders of life, which is a relationship. And that is beautiful. You can die on a date. You could get in a car crash. Your date could be a psycho killer. These are all things that are true. But most dates don't end like that. And maybe, sure, most mountain climbs don't end like that. But they have a higher likelihood of doing it. You could go on 1,000,000 dates and never get shot in the head. You could go rock climbing once and have a rock fall on your head and die. Easy. I think sports are good too, chat. Obviously, sports are dangerous. You could tear your ACL, you could land on your neck and die. But sports keep you fit, active, bring you fun, bring joy to you and your teammates. Sports are unequivocally a good thing. Like, sure, you might run the risk of dying while doing a sport, but also, maybe you die because you weren't up and active and doing soccer and shit. Rock climbing technically keeps you active, yes. But it's like trying to jog in traffic. If someone told me that their sports routine was playing soccer in the middle of the I-5, I would go, oh, I actually don't think you should do that.
Ahoy! Up here, laddie! Take care of those bloody winged devils. The old man here usually brings down the spirit of you greenhorns, so I brought an extra rope for you. I'll toss it down. Here, good luck.
There's apparently one death every 11 months on Mount Everest. There's one death every 4 months. One death that is preventable. And let's not even say death. Let's say you climb Mount Everest and you get brain damage from the lack of oxygen. That didn't need to happen. Yeah, you know, rock climbing is like Always Sunny. If you eat cereal while driving your car, you cannot be mad when you spill cereal over your dashboard. That's not a food you're supposed to eat in a car. You can go climbing. I'm not gonna stop you from climbing, but you're not supposed to. If you do it, know the risks. And I'm sure these guys know the risk, but then don't have biopics made about how you had to cut off your goddamn arm. That kind of just sounds like a skill issue. Though I guess if I was broke and armless, I would be happily given $1 million so people can make a movie about how awesome I am. Dude, Seagull, fuck off. Hiking is different. As long as you're prepared, that's okay. It's literally just climbing. Like, okay, yeah, sure. Technically, with hiking, we don't have to go out in nature anymore, but we can, and it's awesome. The reason the guy in 127 hours got stuck is because he was alone on the mountain at the time. Literally, that is his fault. That's his fault. I'm not saying like he deserved it, but it's his fault. And you know what? I would like to prevent more idiots like that. Hence why I don't think you should be climbing up mountains. Okay, I will say, I don't know how much I agreed with myself when I first said humans weren't meant to climb, we have cars. But the more and more you fuckers yap at me, the more I'm like, I agree with myself entirely. I genuinely don't think we should be climbing. We did not evolve to do that shit.
Mountain climbing is kinda like Xenoblade 3.
Go fuck
You
yourself.
can die when.
I don't know if there's a single person in chat who climbs mountains. I know there isn't, because if they climbed mountains, they wouldn't be watching a Twitch streamer. Nonetheless, maedotmkv, this is all straw manning. You guys are all defending Big Mountain. I'm gonna learn that every single one of you has stocks in Mount Everest. Okay, mountain climbing is not hiking. Walking up a mountain is fine, as long as you're prepared. But if you are scaling up rock faces, doing what I'm doing in this game right now, you deserve everything that happens to you. What if there's a section of the hike that requires you to climb? Leave. You don't gotta do that shit. Go away. Is anyone forcing you to do it? No, they're not. What if you're a rescue climber? Obviously, that's different. If you're saving poor idiots who did the rock climbing, you're okay. You're a good person. Yeah, if your plane crashes into a mountain, I guess I'm okay with you climbing rocks to get off of the fucking mountain. That is obviously not the argument I'm making. I am expressing a worldview that should be uncontroversial. I am trying to minimize the amount of people who die for no reason. I am saying less people should die, and you guys are saying, well, what about people who crash land into mountains? Can they try to climb off the mountain? Yeah, sure, of course, man, sure. Okay. Imagine if those rescue climbing people had all the time in the world to climb mountains to save kids who accidentally wander up there, versus fucking idiots with fanny packs who climbed mountains and then get stuck because they were unprepared. I have never, ever said, let people enjoy things. In fact, I think we should enjoy less things. Some of you guys are way too annoying with the things you like. We need to bring back shame. Yes, I'm saying take safety precautions, and one of those safety precautions is not climbing a fucking mountain in the first place. My biggest safety precaution for mountain climbing is not fucking doing it. I'm gonna get a Diet Coke. What if the only way to get the Diet Coke was to climb a mountain? Then I wouldn't get the Diet Coke. I would wait until there were other Diet Cokes that weren't on mountains. If there was, if all of the world's resources, or if all of the world's sources of Diet Coke were on top of mountains that you could not drive up or fly up, but had to physically climb up, I would not drink Diet Coke again. It's not that serious. What if the world was made of mountains? What if the world was awful? That is the world our ancestors lived in. That is why we don't have to climb mountains anymore. Because they lived in the terrible world where everything was awful and there were cougars and they had to climb mountains. We don't gotta do that shit anymore. We didn't get rid of mountains, but you do not need to climb a mountain in your daily life. The vast majority of people will never ever need to climb a mountain, and if they do it, it's a folly. And they're putting themselves at risk, and they need to know that. We never needed to climb mountains. What about small mountains? Mountains that we needed to climb so we could get to lands with better soil. We had to climb mountains. We don't have to anymore. It's horrible how many people die because they think mountains are safe. I agree. Yes. Even if that is only one person who dies because they climbed a mountain unprepared, honestly, I would prefer if that person wasn't dead. I think less people should die. Do not go mountain climbing on your own. If my only way of playing Persona 6 or a new Pokemon game was by climbing a mountain, well, first I'd see if it's a small mountain, maybe I'd try it. But if it's like a really big mountain, you know what I would fucking do? I would wait until Atlas and the Pokemon Company keel under pressure and realize that releasing their video game on top of a mountain exclusively is a bad business move. And instead, they put it in local GameStops. You know what I'll do? I'll go to GameStop and I'll buy the game. I can wait. Because if I die climbing that mountain, you know what I'm going to be waiting to play the next Pokemon game? Forever. I will wait forever because I'll be dead. I only have one life. It is a finite one. I am not gonna risk it so I can climb some fucking rocks. This should be common sense. What if I could erase Persona 5? I wouldn't do that. Because I like that game. And it got me into the Persona series. I'd be a radically different person if Persona 5 was erased. And you know what? I also wouldn't have to climb a mountain. It's a fucking win-win for me. I have outdoorsy friends. I was a scout for 18 years. I went camping every single goddamn month. I hiked 13 miles on the Appalachian Trail, chatter. I was a summer camp counselor for 5 years. I go outside. And you know what I never, ever, ever had to do? I never, ever had to climb a mountain. And if I did, I wouldn't have. I've touched grass. I've eaten grass. I ate grass out of the goddamn ground because I wanted a new season of BoJack Horseman. Because Reddit told me to. And you know what? I ate that grass and the new season came out. Sometimes good things happen to those who wait, but sometimes good things happen to people who are risk-taking and daring. But that risk will never, ever, ever be climbing a mountain. How was I a scout for 18 years? By miscounting. Good things happen to those who wait is true, though. That is true most of the time. Like, okay. Would I climb a mountain if it erased Persona 4 from existence? No. You know why? Because eventually, Persona 4 will be erased from existence. Because eventually, the heat death of the universe will happen. And no one will ever remember that shitty, stupid game.
Butt flossing with them ropes and risk some leaps. How else are you gonna send the greater peaks, eh? Now go on and get your stamp. I didn't take my break here to babysit.
Eventually, none of us will ever exist. But you know who will stop existing first? People who climb mountains and fall off them like a fucking idiot.
Good day to you, lad. I'm here on behalf of the official Ascension Society. You have made great progress so far. Perhaps you have seen some of the stuff left behind on peaks by other mountaineers. If you come across a lot of those, we'll put in some rewards for your trouble. We'd like to keep the climbing routes free of that kind of rubbish, of course. I brought something that might be useful to you in that endeavour. Keep up the climbing spirit, lad.
I understand that not all climbing is free climbing. People do it with harnesses, and they have the buddy system. I understand that. But the rock that's coming directly into your cranium don't care about the buddy system. What if you fall and snap your goddamn neck? You're not fucking thinking about it. I think about these things. And okay, have you guys seen those YouTube shorts of guys throwing down ropes on mountains and hitting other people in the face? What if when you fall down the mountain, you bring your friend down with you, and then they bring down their friend, and they bring down their friend, and now suddenly it's a mass casualty? None of that had to happen. Okay, but what if you did that and said it was cars? That's also bad. I'm not pro-car, but I would prefer that we drove places instead of every single one of us climbing mountains. I don't think cars are awesome, but I think they're important. Like, okay. Let me fucking check my goddamn barometer. This piece of shit! Where are the goddamn collectibles? I want to get the collectible. Why am I playing this game in the first place? Because it's fun. I'm liking it. Apparently, there's a guy that's supposed to drop a rope here, but I think I missed it. So am I going to be permanently ropeless? Oh no, it's over here. No, it's not. I'm delusional. It got put in my inventory? No, it didn't. I only have one rope. Didn't you pick it up? No, I didn't. Cars are an unavoidable evil for a lot of people. I wish that most cities in this country weren't designed so you need to own a car. But you're fucking delusional if you don't think cars overall have done a lot of good for society. Ambulances. Grocery stores. That shit's pretty lit. No one is ever systematically pressured to climb a mountain. Yes, so we shouldn't do it. We have to drive. And there are obviously negatives and balances with driving. We don't have to climb mountains. That is my whole thing. We're not meant to climb mountains. We don't gotta do it anymore. So when people do it, they're just putting their life at risk. Since when has grocery store been a car? How do you think that grocery stores get all the groceries? How do you think you're able to get coffee from Brazil and meat from Minnesota and I don't know, rice from Japan all in one place in the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere America? That's because of cars and boats and planes, and that shit's beautiful. If you believe that we are all one world, all connected, all living in the same country, if you are a globalist, I don't know if that's the right term, you should be pro-car. Obviously, cars are bad, but cars are also kind of lit. Fossil fuels bad. The concept of cars pretty lit. Someone got stabbed at my grocery store a few months ago. It would be fucked up if May is pro grocery store stabbing. Okay. I don't think I will be, but maybe it's another 127-hour situation. Maybe the guy was doing something to get stabbed. I'm probably not pro stabbing, but maybe. I just fucking trick shot at that bird. Cars are fine, oil is evil, city needs less road. I agree. Those are all things that are true. Yeah, what if he fucking licked the ice cream? He probably didn't deserve to be stabbed, but he might have. And that's something we need to consider. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna place down a guy. No, I'm not. I'm not a pussy. What if the mountain is a symbolism for depression and by climbing it, you make peace with your bad side and gain a second dash? Is the dash a symbol for a therapist? I don't see how that's relevant. That seems like a fictional story. And I'm talking solely about the real world. If the mountain's a metaphor, it's not a mountain anymore. It's a metaphor. Where's my fucking... Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to drop it. Oh, I did not mean to drop that shit. Did I just... Yeah, I don't think so. I might have. You guys keep saying, what if the mountain was? What if you had to climb the mountain to get? That's the thing I keep saying that you guys don't understand. At no point in the average human lifespan in current year do you have to climb a mountain. And the mountain is nothing, it's never not a mountain. The mountain is not $10 or $2 or a metaphor for your gender. It is just a mountain that you do not actually need to climb because mountains are fucking scary, dude. He didn't throw the rope down. Can I have it? How do I take it? Interact. I'm pressing interact. There we go. Alright, so where the fuck is this boot I'm looking for? I think you can drive a mountain. I don't think you can climb it. We have roads for a reason. That is kind of my whole thing. But what if I wanted to climb a mountain? Okay. At no point did I say that I would want you to not climb I might have. I don't know if there should be laws against climbing mountains. I think it should be very heavily discouraged. I don't think you should do it. I'm not going to prevent you from doing it. I don't think you should do it. I told you not to do it. If you do it and you die, that's your fault. And I will not be held accountable for that. I was one of the many few who tried to stop you. Probably like all of your loved ones did. But if you climb a mountain and you break your fucking neck, that's your problem and your problem alone. I'm not going to be held accountable. Have I turned into a mountain libertarian? No, I'm asking for a lot of regulation, actually. What? Oh god, I don't want to be this. May, in what world would you ever be held accountable for someone else climbing a mountain? What if, when a bartender serves a guy a drink through the drive-thru window when he's driving his car, that bartender would be held accountable? If I let you drunk drive, I would be held accountable. No, stop, dude. Are there drive-through bars? No, because drunk driving is a problem. That is why we have evolved to try to stop drunk driving. If you drunk drive, you are going against your biological code telling you not to do that. I'm not saying the country of Nepal should be held liable for people climbing Mount Everest. I think more white people should die. I'm saying that's like, like, they need the tourism industry of Mount Everest to continue surviving. I'm not gonna blame them. They're simply playing the game. I'm just saying less people should climb mountains. Driving through mountains is okay. I never said it wasn't. We haven't evolved to stop drunk driving? Yes, the fuck we have. What are laws and regulation if not just the new step of evolution? Like, okay, our physical bodies aren't changing because our culture is progressing so fast. We now need to set up regulations. That is evolution. If Darwin was alive, he'd be very interested in local politics. Laws are evolution, bro. Think about it. Actually think about it. Think about the words I'm saying and not just reacting with your gut. Think about the words leaving my mouth and you're gonna realize I'm the smartest motherfucker who's ever lived. No, okay, obviously not all laws are evolution. I think homophobic and racist laws aren't evolution. I'm not saying, like, every individual law is evolution. I'm saying laws, period. The concept of laws is a new form of evolution. Like, oh, our bodies aren't changing as much as they used to? Let's set up rules so we can, like, channel our growth in society. Those who get it understand me, but you guys simply don't get me. Where the fuck did I start? Oh, I started with the 127 hours guy being a pussy who deserved it. Yeah, no, I still believe that. I think I think I've kind of been on the money this whole time. Listen, some of us agree with you about mountain climbing. That's not enough. It should be literally all of you. It should be common sense that we're not supposed to climb mountains. I'm not saying it's okay, you know what, fuck it, it is immoral. It is immoral, actually, because your loved ones are going to be unjustly worried about you. Okay, but maybe that's not a moral issue. Maybe it's not immoral, but bad people climb mountains, okay? If you worry your loved ones because you get your rocks off by climbing up rocks, you're a bad person. Or at least uncaring towards your loved ones. Chew on that, bitch. I'm a fucking god. I live in Chile, a country that has 40 layers of mountains. I have never climbed a mountain. I have to agree. Thank you. My overwhelming point this entire time is that we don't gotta climb mountains. Did my fucking rope fall off? Are you kidding me? You're a hound dog, you, Mr. Video Game. I'm looking for the collectible, chat. I'm not saying you're destroying the institution of families if you climb mountains. I'm just saying it's a cruel thing to do to your family. But maybe you're all sick freaks who climb mountains. Maybe you all aren't worried about it. But when one of you falls and cracks your goddamn head, you're all gonna suddenly be really worried about it. I guess you're gonna let Omori drive a car through the grocery store? Did I miss a hypothetical? I guess I would stop that if I could. If I had to stop it by climbing a mountain, well, I'd have to determine if my life is worth more than all the patrons of that grocery store, which it probably isn't. My life probably isn't worth more than, like, 20 people's lives. But if those were 20 rock climbers, maybe I'd reconsider. Or, even if they all were 20 rock climbers, what I'd probably do is train for months and months and months and then climb that mountain and try to be as safe as possible. And if I die, well, at least I died trying to save people's lives. I think that's a just way to die. But also, if it didn't have to be me, I would make sure it wasn't me. Like, if anyone else could climb the mountain, I would probably ask someone else to do it. Bitch. Got it. Fuck yes. Yes, this is why we have gyms that have rock climbing walls. That is evolution, because there are going to be some freaks who want to climb mountains, and now we have a way to climb without dying. That's a good thing. Okay. Obviously, evolution is more directly like when species adapt certain traits for their continued survival. Like, oh, when fucking birds got longer wingspans so they could fly for longer. That's evolution. But for humanity, I would say that evolution is adapting to the world around us and adapting the world around us to us. We're evolving to meet new circumstances. Obviously, evolution is progress. I'm not saying we're like physically evolving. I'm not saying wheels are coming out of our bodies. What I'm saying is that the next step is evolution. What we're doing, evolution is the next step. Laws are the next step of humanity. Society, the next step of humanity. That is evolution. I'm not saying it's like, I'm not saying that we're gonna develop gills so we can start living underwater, but we will make submarines and underwater tunnels. Capiche? Evolution is progress.
Bloody crimps.
Terraforming is not evolution. Bitch, but it is. Our society is evolving and progressing and making new tech so our lives can be made easier. That is evolution in the current sense. The concept of cultural evolution, that's probably what I mean. What does the word evolution mean? Evolution. Evolution, as related to genomics, refers to the process in which living organisms change through changes in the genome. Evolution Pokemon. Evolution is a process in which a species change into a different species of... Fuck, that didn't work. Social evolution. Social evolution is a process of directional social change. Yes, okay, this is what I meant. Social evolution is evolution, and I'm saying evolution, and I mean social evolution. Okay, technically our genomes aren't physically changing, but when we changed the rock underneath us so we can build homes and stay in those homes, that's good. That's great. That's evolution. That's progress. We're all evolutions of our parents, and the car is an evolution of the horse.
Ah, gonna try and best these crimp holes too, eh? They'll get those scrawny mitts of yours roughened up in no time. My daughter makes short work of these, though my hands...
A lot of people die in construction, and that's a bad thing. And over time, construction should get safer. Obviously, when profit motives are
best of luck to you.
The number one dime, they're not gonna get safer. So the next step of evolution is for us to stop rock climbing and to probably get rid of capitalism. Because eventually there will be a form of construction that is safer, where less people die, and that will be a good thing. How does this grand theory of social evolution cope with how society is often made worse? Because the next step of evolution is not profit incentives. That is a step to the side or a step backwards. It is not a lateral forward. We will take steps like motherfuckers who go rock climbing, and we will take steps to the side like a system of commerce that sometimes lets you get iPhone for cheap, but sometimes causes thousands of people to die in slavery. Yeah, evolution isn't good or bad, it's just change. Again, some of those fish learn to walk. And sometimes when they learn to walk, their lives got worse. But overall, learning to walk made those fish's lives better. Oh, hi, Gentle. No. What? No, stop. What do you mean they have timers now? May, you ought to read about scientific Marxism and historical materialism. I think they'll make your arguments better. Then someone replied, I don't know if May needs to learn those things to be a streamer. I don't think I do. Alright, what the fuck is this video, Linus?
I love it when things get better for once. Yeah, right? We always complain.
Hold up. Have you been double fisting this video and this stream? Or have you just been watching this video?
No, I was on the phone with my grandma.
Oh, is she doing okay?
For once, you know? Right? We always complain about how things suck now, but this is Halloween really picked it up.
He's literally fucking right! He's literally right. Yeah, things get worse a lot of the time, but overall, Halloween gets better each year.
Hold on, I've got another video for you.
Life gets better! Life gets better!
Hold on. I've got another video for you.
You're able to watch someone on the internet through your phone who is broadcasting live. Radio and video are now the same thing. That is fucking crazy. I could turn on my webcam and make scary faces. Give me a second. I could turn on my webcam and make scary faces at the camera, and you would see that nearly milliseconds after it actually happened. That is fucking crazy. That is evolution. All right, what is this video? Play it on the phone. The internet is evil. Not all progress is unilaterally good.
I think it's a brilliant movie, but with some really wrong choices toward the end. You know what the best part of the movie was? A lot of hot chicks. Oh. I think it's a brilliant movie.
What movie?
I think the movie's called Descent. They're talking about the movie where some kids get lost in like a cave and there's monsters.
That wouldn't have happened if they didn't go down there. Wait, sorry, they're kids and there's hot chicks? Mike Matei.
Oh, no, they're not kids. They're like like you know, like teenagers in horror movies who got
Motherfucker Mike.
get in shitty situations.
Motherfucker Mike. So why were you watching The Descent?
What?
Why were you watching a review on The Descent?
I was just been watching a bunch of Monster Madness.
And this just happened to coincide with our conversation?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Well, I've been overhearing you talk about like all this weird shit. And I'm like, I don't really know what she's talking about. But then I heard James be like, you know, Halloween, it's just getting better and better. And I was like, that's kind of what she's talking about.
Literally though, that's social evolution.
This is a video from 2015. I wonder how he feels about Halloween now.
He probably thinks it's getting better and better.
Oh, he
Well, he has kids now. It's probably awesome each year.
No, yeah, he
he was like, oh yeah, you know, it really trick or treat came full circle because now I do it with my daughter.
Oh.
It was so cute. He was like, you know, back when I was a kid, we used to have like haunted houses where like people jumped out, but now they have like animatronics with like monsters that breathe fire.
That's so beautiful.
So Halloween's getting better and better.
And you know that fun contained scare that probably made a lifelong memory. You know what it didn't require James and his daughter to do?
What?
Climb up a goddamn mountain. You don't gotta do that shit anymore.
You're playing a video game about it, in fact, to
Yes!
simulate the experience.
Yes, because I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Linus. Those are really good videos. No, I liked both videos a whole lot. Thank you. That was great. How do I okay, sleeping bag. Sorry, I just got here. Are we anti-mountain climbing? Yes. I just think it's a very stupid thing to do. I've never actually had lemon Oreo thin, so it's kind of seemed lit. I really love the thin mint Oreos because they taste like Thin Mints without tasting like shit like Thin Mints do.
Can I tell another Monster Madness anecdote?
Go for it.
There's a part where he's talking to Mike and he's like, they're talking about the Universal monsters, and Mike is like, you know, a lot of the kids who are eating, sitting there eating Frankenberry, they never seen Son of Frankenstein, and they should. And that made me laugh really hard. But then
He's right, you know.
The next thing is that James. He goes into this like really long elaborate pitch about like oh, you can do the Wizard of Oz, but all the characters are Universal monsters.
You could
And
do that, yeah.
And he pitches this for like 5 minutes where like, he's saying what all the characters would be, and he's like, I haven't really figured out like what the Frankenstein monster is like looking for like from the wizard, like, but like and the wizard obviously would be Dr. Frankenstein, so like blah blah blah. And he's just going on this for 5 minutes, and then he goes, oh, and you know it's a mad world, my favorite movie. Well, here, and he takes out like pages and pages of like documents, and he's like, and he's like, I actually wrote down a pitch for it's a mad world, except they're all Universal monsters.
Yes.
He starts pitching it, and he's like, here's what all the characters would be. And like he just goes on and on and on.
Oh, he's so awesome.
I love him so much. He spent hours like.
Okay, so obviously, if it was fucking Wizard of Oz, the monster would be looking for like acceptance from humanity. He'd be looking for like humanity.
No, but the whole thing with Wizard of Oz is that they're all looking for like a physical thing. Yeah.
Well, you'd be looking for a heart.
Probably a heart, yeah.
Or like a non-criminal brain.
James was like, yeah, I don't know, maybe he'd be looking for a brain. I haven't really figured it out.
And then the doctor would, like, the whole thing about the doctor being a sham is that, you know, he doesn't need that to be human.
The Scarecrow would be the mummy.
Yeah, I guess so. That would make sense.
And Dracula would be the Wicked Witch.
So, okay. Who's the Invisible Man?
What?
Who's the Invisible Man?
I forget if that's the Tin Man or if the Wolf. Well, obviously the Wolf Man would be the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
And Frankenstein's monster would be the Tin Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dracula's just the Wicked Witch. Huh.
Yeah.
Who's Glinda? who's the Good Witch?
Oh jeez. I don't remember what he said.
Who's Dorothy?
He said Dorothy would be a little kid who's like obsessed with the Universal monsters,
played by James Rolfe.
An original character, yeah. an original character who's like obsessed with that stuff, like in Monster Squad, like how the main character in the Monster Squad.
That's so precious.
Yeah.
How old was he when this happened?
This is in 2015. where he's
Did he
coming
know
up
Adam
with this
Wingard yet?
thing. What?
Did he know Adam Wingard yet?
I don't know.
I think Adam Wingard would agree with my take on mountain climbing.
And then he's like, what if Godzilla just like walks through the mountain?
He would agree, because Godzilla could pretend to be a mountain, and that's scary. We don't need to climb mountains.
I knew one of those got announced. I don't know if he's directing.
Oh yeah, Supernova.
Yeah.
He's not directing.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe he'll make more of his own films.
The only child in the descent gets killed in a car accident at the start of the movie. Everyone else are adults in their late 20s at the youngest.
Yeah.
Colon 3.
Yeah,
Just
they're
wanted
all,
to make that small correction.
you know,
Colon 3.
Young horror movie adults. That's what I meant.
I've pulled this party trick out a billion times, but I'm just gonna read out the filmography of Adam Wingard again, director of the new Godzilla movies. So let's go backwards. So in 2024, he directed Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. In 2021, he directed Godzilla vs. Kong. In 2017, he directed live-action Death Note. In 2016, he directed the Blair Witch remake. In 2011, he directed We Were Having Fun, 4 stories about date rape. In 2011, he directed a comedy film with Joe Swanberg called Autoerotic. And then in 2007, he directed a few mumblegore films. This guy's like a fucking prolific mumblegore director. Why the fuck is he making Godzilla X Kong? No, chat, you weren't supposed to go ill when I said what fun we were having, 4 stories about date rape. You were supposed to go, what an intellectual. How did he go to Godzilla from this? Yeah, no, what fun we were having seems fucking lit. It has, like, really good reviews. Fucking every mumblecore director is now just making big studio shit. It's crazy. Why the fuck is Greta Gerwig making a Narnia movie? If she was still alive, Lynn Shelton would have directed the Thunderbolts movie that's in theaters right now, and it probably would have been kind of decent. James Rolfe made his own parody sequel of Wizard of Oz called Dorothy Goes to Hell. Does she come back? Yeah. What the fuck is White Knuckle? People keep saying this. Apparently I'm playing last season's climbing game right now. White Knuckle game. First-person roguelike speed climbing game. I've never seen this game in my life. Oh yeah, I'm playing last season's climbing game. Then what's the other one? Lauren's Lure? Oh, dude, I'm not even that last season. I'm fucking 2 seasons behind. Because Lauren's Lure is September 20th, 2024. When is Peaks of Yore? Oh, this game's from 2023. I thought this was like a brand new video game. Why did I think this game came out like last week? I bought it like 2 months ago. It's been on my desktop since then. I don't know why I thought that. how do I climb this? This song is annoying the fuck out of me. I'm not saying you were a bad person. I'm saying you're a bad loved one. You do unnecessary risks that make your loved one scared if you love to climb mountains. You can be a terrible person to your loved ones and probably still be a good person. You're a hard person to love when you climb mountains. That is what I've been trying to say. Oh, this audio is crazy. What? No, god damn it. When new chatters get to chat, they start agreeing with me. Every single motherfucker who's been strawmanning me for the last hour is about to get fucked by the wave of change. The world has left you behind. We don't need to climb rocks anymore. Oh, hi, Denzel. Shit. I should have put a fucking rope there. Dummy. That was Baby Gentle. Climbing in a gym is fine. I think as long as you're taking proper safety precautions. I think it's still dangerous, but I obviously, like, it's not... If you want to feel the thrill of climbing, if biologically that's all your brain can get up for, if drugs and sex and love and faith do nothing for you, I guess climb rocks. Fucking go for it. But climb rocks in the safety of a rock gym. Oh, alright, I'm 100% with you. It's so fucking awesome. There have been people trying to one-guy me for hours. But they don't understand that they're in the wrong and I'm in the right. Oh, this stream has been so fun. It's so fun to enter a debate bro persona and never lock out of it. Because you know what? I've convinced myself. I started from a purely facetious angle, and I have now convinced myself that people who climb rocks are evil people. Who, if they die, they deserve it. That's not called being a contrarian, that's called being right. Again, what you don't understand is that I'm right on this. This rope thing didn't really work how I wanted it to. Yes, I did. Never fucking mind. Shit. Ugh. Oh, I didn't know Descent was a climbing game. I've had it on my Steam wishlist for a while, but I know literally nothing about it. Okay. Shit! Just upload this VOD and pretend it's a video essay and boom, 8 more billion. I actually need to call. Okay. Just upload this VOD and pretend it's a video essay and boom, 8 more billion views. The fundamental moral contrarianism of the moral rock climber and how it pertains to cultural evolution. So I need to call someone really quick. I'm gonna mute my mic. He did not pick up. Never say never, though. He might pick up later. He might call me back. She's calling Santa Claus to tell him not to give us presents this year. That's fucking right. You ungrateful little shits deserve nothing. If I was your mother, I would ground all of you into paste. You literally said people who get lost in the mountains should be left to die. I'm not sure that's a morally defensible position. When have I ever said that? I literally said there should be less rock climbers so the people who get lost up in there can be saved by safety climbers who save people. I think less people should die. I think less people should die. You literally said that earlier. Find me the clip. Where did I say people who get lost in the mountains should be left to die? Find me the goddamn clip. Shit! You literally said people who get lost in the mountains should be left to die. Not sure that's a morally defensive. They just copy and pasted the message. Holy shit. I think I've entered. I think I'm a politics streamer now, chat. If I keep this shit up, I'm gonna be on the top of LSF by the end of the day. I would rather die than end up on LSF too. What a terrible little subreddit. Evil streamer thinks all people who climb should go to hell. Yeah, if someone can find a clip where I say verbatim that, please do post me to LSF, though. I want to see what it's like. I want a little harassment campaign as a treat. Just a teeny tiny one. It's like a lollipop with a tiny bit of arsenic in it. You asshole. Apparently the final mountain on this game takes like 8 hours. It's crazy to think that I'm in the little leagues right now. Can you guys hear Gentle fucking scooping his own shit? Shit. Here's the clip where you say it verbatim. There's no fucking way. There's no way I said that shit verbatim. There's no fucking way. Evil streamer thinks all people who climb should go to hell. Okay. I guess, yeah, I guess I said it. Ah, oh, goddamn it, I forgot I was falling. No, that's not good YouTube poop material. I'm too busy laughing. You should rank all types of mountain climbing deaths from hypothermia to having your skin torn off. Okay, so it's hypothermia, it's starvation, it's having your skin torn off from falling, it's rocks falling on you, and it's lack of oxygen and lack of water. Dehydration and starvation are pretty fucking bad. Like really fucking bad. Getting your skin minced by rocks would suck. Getting crushed by a rock would probably not be that bad. A Yeti would probably be kind of lit as long as he's tender with you. Oxygen would probably not really feel like much. Head trauma is the most common. So yeah, a rock hitting you on the head. If you die instantly, like it's not good. It's not good. It's not good because it's preventable. Holy fuck, I summited this. No, falling and hitting your head. Oh, that probably hurts really bad. What about a cougar? Being ripped apart would probably suck. Yeah. Losing all oxygen in your body would suck. Being ripped apart would suck. Starving to death would suck. And you know what? You can prevent all of that by not going rock climbing. That has been my overall point this entire time. Chat, okay, for chat's on screen, so VOD watchers, you can only imagine what chat started saying once I said a cougar. They're all doing evil grins. They're saying the word MILFs. They're like teenagers with an I Heart MILF shirt they bought on the boardwalk. They look at 30-year-old women and say, and the women don't look back because they're 15. And ugly. streamer verbatim says, I wish people would do more fentanyl instead of rock climbing. Not what I said. Obviously, you're going to clip it, so that makes it seem like that's what I said. But what I actually said is, I would rather you do heroin than climb a rock. I guess. Well, okay, again, there's no Narcan for falling and hitting your head. If you take a lot of heroin, Narcan. I obviously don't recommend taking heroin. I think it's one of the worst things you can do. But you can't Narcan a rock falling on your head. Fucking think about it. I am literally trying to do harm reduction. I thought you fuckers loved harm reduction. It's called the mountain rescue? What if you hit your head really hard and there's nothing to rescue? Think about that. Oh, these sounds are terrible. What if the mountain rescuer is really hot? Then find him somewhere else and have a date with him then. There's better meet cutes than head trauma, chat. Have you guys seen Mean Girls? When Caddy pretends to be stupid and get Erin to teach her how to do math, it makes her grades go down and makes her life worse, and she ends up like Regina George. But when she learns to be her true self, without head trauma, Erin Samuels likes her better. Tina Fey didn't write all that shit for you to ignore it. White baby watched Mean Girls yesterday. That's not true. I watched Mean Girls 2 weeks ago. Can someone YouTube poop it into saying that May thinks that all mountain climbers should die? I'm not saying they all should die, I'm saying they're all gonna die. Or they're at a higher risk of dying by doing something that they don't gotta do. If my future child was fated to die from rock climbing, like, I knew for a fact that she would die while rock climbing, I had a message from on high, I would do everything in my power to prevent her from rock climbing. And you know what? If it's fate and it's true, eventually she will rock climb and she will die and it will break my heart. But I will try to give her as long and as beautiful a life as I can before that moment. If I could prevent her from going rock climbing when she's 15 and maybe make it so she goes rock climbing when she's 50 or 60, then I will feel like I was a good mother. Obviously, I would prefer that she practice safe climbing, but if I knew that she died while rock climbing, I would try to prevent her from climbing, period. Because what if, when she's trying to get safer, that's when she dies? I think saying that climbers deserve to die is basically saying that they should die. You're splitting hairs. No, I'm not saying they should die. I'm saying they're more likely to die. Because they're doing something risky that they don't need to do. If they die, that is sad. Less people should die. I can't believe that worked. I cannot believe that worked. Okay, well now I'm stuck. I'm stuck like a stupid idiot, baby. There we go. Easy. There we go. You wish you were a monkey? Then play video games where you climb rocks. And be a monkey. Play monkey tag. Buy a VR headset. You will not feel like a monkey climbing a rock because monkeys didn't have carabiners and harnesses. You're an over-equipped ape who will die. Do it indoors. That too. I want to get the funny rock. Alright, grab. I didn't mean to hit that. Ah. Shit. It was inevitable. You're right, chat. It's a risk that came with the territory. Okay. Is there a really loud hiss? Oh yeah, they're totally... I know what's happening. Something is touching my cable. That's not supposed to. There we go. My mom and I used to do indoor rock climbing together, and once we saw a woman fall from a bouldering wall and miss her drop pad and her ankle snapped. First time I saw a non-toothed bone on a living person. My mom sat with her and covered her leg and talked to her while the EMTs got there. Told me to get her bag to make sure she had her things. It was a moment that really changed my perception of my mom and her ability to act kindly and quickly in crisis situations. That's really beautiful. She's very lucky your mom was there. Maybe cougars attacking you when you're climbing can be a good thing. Oh, I was gonna be so cool when I hit that. It's so sad I missed that. Alright, there we go. Whew. Swing. Oh my god, I should be going full fucking monkey mode. I'm not using momentum as much as I should be. Like, hold up. Look at this shit. I really wish I could play this in VR. Ah! So chat, what have we been listening to music-wise lately? I guess I gotta spice the fucking the interactions I have up now that I don't really have anyone trying to argue with me. We listening to anything good? Machine Love's a good record. I like that record. Or Constant Companions, I think is the actual name of the record. I like that one. There we go. Fuck yes. Anyone else listening to the new Beach Bunny record? I'm really liking it. It has a lot of really good songs on it. It has like a lot of like a, you know, like a kind of like weird J-pop, J-rock influence. That is very unexpected for a band like that. Oh, god damn it, you stupid idiot, May. Oh. I'm not a big album listener. You should be. That's how most songs are meant to be consumed, in the context of the other songs on the record. May, I think you should play Valkyria Chronicles. It's anime World War II and has fictional Jews and a fictional Holocaust. Why do you think I should play that? Like, I guess you're not... I guess I might like it, but... What about those 3 things you mentioned have to do with me? I like listening to albums in full, but I'm also very much an obsessive song looper. While I'll loop a song for hours and hours and hours on end, and then get tired of it, or accidentally go to sleep to it. So when I wake up, it is like pitched up and sped up. I was watching Gridman with Ari and Linus, and I listened to the opening while going to sleep, and when I woke up, I couldn't watch the episode that they put on because the opening song was like sped up and all of the lyrics were like a bar off of where they were supposed to be. It's crazy that the brain does that. Are you fucking kidding me? Ah! Why? 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 Why do you do the things you do to me? I'm sorry, am I missing something here? What am I supposed to be doing? Ah, there we go. Are you fucking kidding me? You little poopy little stinker. Oh my God. You little shitter. Okay, whenever I hear the whirring noise, I think about it and then it goes away. Is that a mic issue or am I developing tinnitus? Me projecting my psychic rays to get my streamers to watch mecha anime. I'm watching Gridman and G-Quacks right now. You don't gotta fucking put anything in my brain, or my water, or my food supply. Shit! If anyone is watching G-Quacks right now, check out my Blue Sky. I've made a few really smart posts about it. I called it New Darling and Franks. Why did I say that? Because it's fucking true. Did you see my reply where I explained exactly why? I'm gonna read it out loud. I got baited. God damn it. Okay. This new G-Quacks episode is evil type television. This shit is r/Polygrumps television. This is Dark Souls television. This is television. Television. Welcome back, darling and the Franks. And then I said, I somehow mean all of this as a compliment. The show is really tapping into the angst of teenage sex and survival, and the odd, desperate attempts kids make at connection before they've learned the rules. The freedom provided to you by growing up is intoxicating and scary and easy to abuse slash lose. And I think that's a very on the dot analyzation of what's currently happening in G-Quacks. I feel like a lot of people, I have been reading the fucking r/Gundam threads, 'cause I'm a fucking idiot, are kind of missing the forest for the trees. I think there's a lot of really interesting, beautiful stuff happening in G-Quacks, and I think it's great. I think it's r/Polygrums type television. Yes, I read that. What is Polygrums? So r/Polygrums. I've made a lot of allusions to it. So let me explain what I mean when I compare something to r/Polygrums. r/Polygrums is a former, I believe it's long deleted, fan subreddit for the Game Grumps that was made after, I believe, Aaron and Dan made a few like shipping jokes, and it became the central hub for real person fan fiction and shipping art and fan fiction of the Game Grumps and all of their friends. And because it was called Polygrumps, it was specifically like all of them having sex with each other, and it led to a lot of really weird speculation about real people's lives that bled into the real world and made a lot of people uncomfortable and parasocial, because it was like a sort of supported, sort of deigned inappropriate, depending on how much money could be made. And when I say something like that, I say something as r/Polygrumps TV, I'm saying like, wow, this is like a very hormonal, with fucking G-Quacks, I meant like, oh, the show is very hormonal and kind of anyone can be shipped with anyone, or all of them could be shipped with each other, and it's kind of in a set to explode state. any one of these people could get into a romantic relationship with each other and ruin each other's lives. They could go r/polygrams on each other. When I've said it in the past towards like Steven Universe, I've meant it in like this is a very idealistic way of viewing relationships that just aren't true to reality. Because the Game Grumps aren't in a polyamorous relationship with each other. Linus and RA are Charma girls. I would probably be a Charma girl. I watched over their shoulder like half of 79. I obviously want to watch it for myself, and I'm doing myself a disservice by not watching it right now, but I'm busy. Popful Mail reference. Popful Mail's English localization features the R slur. The main character calls people the R slur a bunch. So whenever someone says it in something me and Hazel are watching, we'll go, whoa, Popful Mail reference. You know? No shade, but I don't care for sorry, that's not what the message said. No shade, but I don't care for horny mecha. I prefer political commentary mecha. I have exciting news for you as to what G-Quack says. It's mostly political commentary, but teenagers are creatures that think about and have sex and have weird connections with each other. Weird attempts at intimacy that aren't really in line with how adults express intimacy. And also the show's about politics. It can be two things at once. Linus voice will, actually, technically, Gundam is, not really redone in Ava. Ava is really more Ultraman than it is Gundam. I'm making fun of her, but she's right, you know? Oh, fuck yes. Finally. Look it, I will watch Gundam 79 and I will like it, but I know a lot of weebs who can fill me in on things I haven't seen and can kind of let me know the cultural importance of certain things. I can become a more rounded person through watching stuff, but also the connections I make. I would probably become a better, fuller person if I watched 6 seasons of goddamn Scrubs than I would be if I watched Gundam. Because do you guys know anyone who watches Scrubs? No, you don't. Maybe Scrubs has some really interesting things to say about the goddamn medical system. Ever think about that? No, you haven't. I'm not being mad at you guys. I was falling down a mountain. I do when they're training to be a cop? Okay. Sucks to be you. Do they have good opinions about Scrubs? You haven't asked them. Ah. God damn it. My character moves like arms. Do you see this shit? It's crazy how the ARMS theme song is pushing me forward. There's only a stamina bar for small rocks. Am I enjoying this game? Yeah. Having a great time. If I wasn't liking it, I wouldn't be playing it. I only play games I don't like if I'm being paid to. Is May resistant to motion sickness? Maybe. Are you fucking kidding? Why is the R key and the T key so close to each other? Who the fuck designed QWERTY like that? Someone mentioned COVID-19, and you know what I think rock climbing is like? Now that I think about it, it's like going outside without a mask. That's what it's kind of like, if you think about it. Think about it. I'm clicking on the fan art. Give me a second, chat. Truth. Lenuke. Have you guys seen the new Ari art yet? It's pretty awesome. Oh, how do I click on my reply? This shit's so cute. A little secret. I actually wrote the text for it. Just like a little secret. I think this art's really cute. Yeah, she had to make a 3D model to get the perspective right, to go buck crazy. What other things have I tweeted in the last week since I streamed? They let my goat out of jail. They let my goat out of jail. Oh my god, they let my goat out of jail! Oh my god, they let my goat out of jail! And then Gex 4. Or not Gex 4, sorry. Gex Trilogy. I'll probably buy it even though I really don't like limited run games. if I could like rob someone for it, I would prefer that. But I think the Yoshitaka Amano art is cute. I'm probably not going to buy the $200 edition because it ships in March of 2026. Okay, can we talk about that real quick? Is Gex going to be less racist? No. They're not changing the dialogue. He's going to be equally racist. Okay, let's go on a little rant. So Limited Run Games is an unethical corporation which has really bad customer support and uses false scarcity and is abusive to their employees and has a really evil fucking power structure. Blah, 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 blah. More importantly, who's going to buy all this shit? $31 for a Gex Trilogy hat? That's unethical. $69 for the Gex Trilogy Neo-esque controller / Switch dock? Who would ever want this? $200 goddamn dollars. You know when this game comes out? This game comes out on June 16th. You know when it arrives in your home? It arrives in your home in October. They're publishing the game. Why didn't they just wait to release it until your physical copy gets there? Or why didn't they wait until physical copies are ready so they could be shipped out immediately? You can pre-order this game after it is out. Why? Like, I guess that's better, but fuck you. Fuck you. The fucking I don't like the gay faux PlayStation logo. I already own this box in my home, so I don't really need it. I guess mine says Gex instead of Gex Trilogy, but who cares? Who cares? $75 for the Gex Trilogy? You know when it ships? Are you going to tell me? You're not going to tell me. It ships in, I believe, December of this year. November 25th. Now, this collector's edition with beautiful art by Yoshitaka Amano, a statue, an inflatable sex doll for some reason. I don't really get Gex the meme. I only understand Gex the man because unlike most Gex fans, I have played the game. I have most of this art. Hold up. Am I ugly right now? Give me a second. My headphones fell off. Like, okay, hold up. Webcam, activate. Is it not plugged in? No, it's plugged in. It's plugged in. Okay. Let's look at this collection right here. Gex Sex Doll. I don't own this. I don't want to own this. Reversible poster. Book I got for $5 on eBay. They don't do it like I do it. Okay, well, I own other Gex merch. I'm just not sure where it is. I own a physical box. I got it for like $20, and I'll be able to play it for forever. Why would I spend $200 on this? That's a crazy thing to do. And even if you are the biggest Gex fan and you buy this, you know when it will arrive? March of next year. That's too long. If you are a big Gex fan and you're buying this $200 collector edition, you probably also want to play this remaster when it comes out. So effectively, they want you to spend $240. And I think that's pretty dumb. I like the new key art, though. I like how it's the background. It's kind of edited like a maedotmkv thumbnail. Anyway, I guess we'll go back to the game now. May, you're gonna have to stream Roblox as part of the Roblox thing. Yes, but I've done none of the planning that I wanted to do for the next Roblox stream, so I might just kind of cancel the sponsorship and do it another time. I got way busier than I was expecting to at the start of this month. All good things, but I've not had much time to focus on stream. Are you fucking my butt? I guess they were. I'm finding this game very interesting because it's way more calm than a rage game of its ilk would be. And that's because it's not really a rage game. Like, it would be way easy to make this like a streamer Bennett Foddy type game. But this game's very tranquil. Holy shit, I made it. Oh my god.
Well met, good sir. I see you are making progress. Just a quick note about the collection of peaks you're currently trying to conquer. Each peak serves as a way to introduce a new aspect of climbing, whether that's the types of holds, obstacles, weather conditions, and what have you. It's up to you to identify these aspects and learn how to conquer them. Good luck, sir.
I've never actually played Getting Over It. It's like rite of passage. I eventually will, but I have not as of now. Wow, so many cool hats. It's kind of like TF2. You guys remember TF2? According to May, this guy can't make progress because mountain climbing is a dysgenic interest that makes one morally inferior. No. You can make progress by, like, getting a job and having a family.
Well, how about you try it then?
And stop climbing.
Maybe I will. I'll need a few more cuppers before I give that crux a go.
He didn't even bring any rope, you dunderhead.
Well, I thought a nice brew was just as vital.
Can I bash these guys' heads in with our hammer?
Good to see you again, friend. You know, this might not look intimidating, but you see that ledge up
Can I
there?
touch one cock and another
That
cock
right
in the
there
same
is
hand?
the crux.
Aye, other climbers call it the leap of faith. Hardest part of the route, that is. To get to the next hold up there, you best get a good wind up in that jump. Truth be told, the only crux I can manage these days is getting up in the morning.
I want to pet
In
both
the
of them.
interest of self-preservation, we'd like to see you do it. Say, why don't you have the rest of this coffee? It's a bit on the strong side, so should give you the energy for that jump. Oh, and don't forget your rope. Best be on the safe side, eh?
Does this make me fucking Goku? What does this shit do? Oh my god. Shit. Okay. Left, right. Being a monkey would be so hard. Okay. Shit! Oh, god damn it. Hold up. No, let me get my goddamn rope back, you piece of shit! No! Hi, Gentle.
The full-on dive into the water LMFAO.
I really thought I could grab it, man. Oh shit, I fucking had it. Okay. Oh, I'm fucking mastering this shit. Hold up. Okay, first of all, let's pop a rope. Oh, that would hurt so bad. Okay. What do mountain climbers do when they have to poop? What do you do when you're right here and you have to poop more than anything? Do you just shit down the hill? Or do you stop climbing? Do they actually wear diapers? I would believe it. My enemies wear diapers. Apparently, wait, hold up. Plastic bags and PVC poop tubes. I thought fucking that shit was all about leave no trace. Oh, was that supposed to be hard? If you hate mountain climbing so much, why are you interested in this game? Is it like a chaser thing? The only thing I'm chasing is this bag by delivering you funny and educational content. Oh, fuck. I'm actually fucked. I'm actually fucked. Okay. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, fuck. Am I fucked? Oh, no. I'm stupid. That's what's wrong. Easy. That was the same person who mentioned an anime game by mentioning... Sorry, that was the same person who recommended an anime game by mentioning the Holocaust earlier for any curious Twitch chatters. Yeah, that was the same guy. Oh, this chat's so interesting. Scientists would pay me millions to do studies on you guys. You're lucky it's just me who interrogates you motherfuckers. Alright, how many climbs have I done? Oh shit, I'm 8 down. Is there 16? Or no, I'm 9 down. 1, 2, 3. Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I'm not even halfway. And obviously they get harder as you go on.
How you doing, lad? Just having a wee break. Been tinkering with this here steel, trying to fashion something to aid the climbing. Tell you what, you summit this old skelf, and I'll send you the device when it's finished, huh? Sound good? Well, best of luck.
Thank you, man. What a kind guy. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh shit, I'm about to pull an immersive rare in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Read it in Weebastles. Oh, Guzma! Look at him with his crew. With his sexy ass lizard by his side. His friends. What more could you want? This is actually my second Guzma. I also got Lily yesterday. I've gotten some pretty good cards in Pokemon TCG Pocket this season, I'm not gonna lie. Hard as fuck. Anyway, bye. I meant buy like as in buy with my webcam. Also maybe buy. I think I have to go soon. Is this hurting me? Oh, there's dangerous bramble. I would have never known that. Oh, you fucking asshole. Are you a... You should die. You should die. If I'm climbing rocks, why can't I just pick up one of them and smash that bird in the fucking head? Because that would be mean, that's why. If I hurt birds, I'd be a bad person. So I can't grab this shit, but I can shove my face in it? What sense does that make? I'm really trying to avoid this bird. Oh, if I use coffee, that could totally work. Easy game. Shit. Okay. Fuck. I really thought I was awesome with that one. Do rock faces like this exist in the real world? Where it's just like an empty, flat forest and then there's suddenly one big fuck off rock? I'm starting to think this game isn't very realistic. I'm going backwards. Am I stupid? Okay. Okay. Do I have more coffee? Because I went to the ground. Oh, yes, the fuck I do. Okay. I supposed to be up here? Oh no, no, I'm totally not. Okay. Ah! I'm making progress, it doesn't matter. Okay, no, not everything is progress. Holy fuck. Okay. 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 Death is temporary. Death is sometimes permanent. Okay. Okay. Easy. Okay. And okay. Shit. Grab the noose. Ah, gosh, you little stinker. Okay. player character is a beautiful boy. Why do you ask, Shatter? That would break your fucking wrist. The sock bird noises in this game are very, very pretty. Shout out freesound.org. I don't think I know where I'm supposed to go next. Haha! I was doing pretty good until I wasn't. Okay, bam. Okay, I'm honestly gonna remove this guy because I really don't need her. Well, actually, I don't really know how to get rid of her. Yeah, I'm gonna leave her alone then. Okay. Fuck. Ah! That was so cool in my mind until my fucking neck shattered. Actually, can your neck shatter? Like, spine can shatter. Are there neck bones? Yes, obviously there are. Collarbone and shit. Yeah, idiot. Okay. Holy fuck. What do you want?
Ah, good day. Gosh, must be so nice to stay out here in the wilderness, climbing all day. I can't wait to finish my delivering schedule so I can go out climbing too. Maybe I could come along in your next climb, right? I could carry your tools for you. You could teach me some of your climbing techniques in
Kid, you
exchange.
die.
Oh,
I
sorry,
want less
talked
kids
too
to
much.
die.
I've got a parcel for you. Hope to see you soon.
A crudely hand-forged 6-point iron crampons. Allows the climber to rest. It'll perform a short leap off inclined rock walls. The wrappings reek of tobacco smoke. What? Wow, I've collected so many hats. Okay. Crampons are cool. The tree workers I use use these on trees they can't use a lift truck for. Okay, but like what are they? How the fuck did I do that? There's spikes on your boots for extra traction? Wait, what? So, on a sloped wall, hug the wall? Okay. Wow, this would be a beautiful place to die. looking out the vast, endless sea. This place is so pretty. Maybe that's why climbers climb? Well, I could have looked up photos of this view or videos, and you know what? At any moment, I can fall and die a completely preventable death!
What am I? I'm a Chihuahua. 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 Oh, Chihuahua. We're the king of all dogs, yo, and we ain't playing. Don't you bark in our direction, that's all I'm saying. Jealous? We're tiny, but mighty, we're number one. We're the real hot dogs, yo, hold the bun. What can make you move? Chihuahua. Can you feel the groove? Chihuahua. What can make you dance? Chihuahua. Oh, Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Walt Disney Pictures presents
Ay, Chihuahua.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
I remember asking my mom to take me to that movie, and then she took me to that movie, and then we got Taco Bell after, and then she bought me the Transformers DS game, and it didn't work in my DS, and I got really sad. I didn't even like Transformers.